good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.
Race 5 on the program is going to be run over 1,600 meters, 1.6 kilometers, the mile, however you like to hear your distances. It's a 68 handicap, ladies and gentlemen, 68. And the average rating in the race is a 64. And the race goes at 2:45, 14:45. Lowly rated handicap where the average rating is very low, so it's not going to be easy to predict the outcome. So let's call for help. Let's go and look at Admiral Burnham's last run when finishing second to Winter Waves. And let's go and hear if Gareth and Alison Wright can help us in any way.
The race coming down to the 200-meter marker, Extract, Montana Sky. Lady Serena, Winter Waves comes out for a run down the inside, Master Vision. Winter Waves coming strongly down the inside, Lady Serena. Winter Waves though, and it's Winter Waves from Admiral Burnham, and Winter Waves won it. Admiral Burnham second, Lady Serena third.
Whispers of War was unlucky last time out. He faltered quite badly. It might have been at the 300 or 400 meter mark, and that he was actually running on quite well up until that point. So reason for that run, you can put a line through it, and I expect him to make improvement this time round. I think he'll be better suited to the 1600 and also with a draw in his favour. A bit of a lurker there.
Very nice win from him last time. It is a competitive field, but he has Warren on, and I'm sure he'll run another good race.
As Alison says, it is a very competitive field, that it is. Interesting thoughts from Gareth Van Zyl with regards to Whispers of War, but we'll come back and talk about Whispers of War in a moment. Lurker in the race, so make note of that. But we've both found the same horse in the watch out department, watch out for. We like number 11, Walton Hall, and yes, does have a bit of a deep draw to overcome, but lightly weighted. Craig Zaki, fabulous rider, and tumbled in the ratings from a 75 down to a 57.
I mentioned earlier that the false rail is 8 meters out. That helps those horses drawn wide, gives them a better chance. A bad draw is a bad draw, let's be clear on that. But when the false rail is out deep, it does assist their chances. I'm encouraged by Walton Hall's course and distance form. He's had 2 starts over the track and trip for a second and a fourth. His rating is plummeting. This is a very limited field. Obviously, Admiral Burnham and the appeal of the top 2 in the early betting. But apart from Walton Hall, there's another runner that's worthy of a mention that could be the source of an upset. This race is ripe for an upset.
Absolutely.
Don't ignore number 2, Master Vision. Gabriel Pitterser has come back fighting. It's well drawn in gate 2, carries 53 kilograms. Course and distance form is 4 starts for a win, a second and a third. So Nate Kotson has been a bit quiet, but his turn will come soon. And Master Vision is definitely one that is also a potential upset here. So you've got to throw in Master Vision, you've got to throw in Walton Hall. But let's get back to Whispers of War, because he's only had the 2 starts for Gareth Van Zyl Jr. I didn't know there was a Gareth Van Zyl Senior, but that's how he's described in the race card. He's only had the 2 starts for the new stable, and the last 3 runs have all been terrible draws. And Paul Lafferty always had high regard for this horse.
I have no doubt that Whispers of War is better than a 64 and will end up being way better than a 64.
Maybe Gelding.
Maynard Gelding, absolutely, still a colt by Time for War out of a mare called Dash on Ruby. Certainly may well need gelding, but Gareth encouraged her to see his colt going over the mile. Robert Carty, bumped into Robert Carty at Summerfelt the other day. Vibrant, likeable young rider, and certainly more than capable is Robert Carty, and lovely to see him doing some travelling. So yes, and when Gareth says this horse could be the lurker in the race, he's 100% right. If I could quickly just go back to Master Vision, by no means a marketing show, it's an informative show, but try and listen to that podcast with Gabriel Pitterser. It was such an interesting interview with this youngster who's got so many dreams and ambitions and goals, and he's driven, success driven. And he said to me, he's only got the one ride, and he gives this horse a chance, Master Vision. So I'm glad that you mentioned Master Vision. he did mention he was a bit of a difficult ride. Don't leave Master Vision out.
No, absolutely. His course and distance form speaks for itself. So in a nutshell, it's a tough race. We all know that. It's an MR68 handicap. My not-so-short list would include numbers 1, Give Me a Rainbow, 2, Master Vision, obviously 3, Admiral Burnham, 5, Whispers of War, obviously number 9, The Appeal, and number 11, Walton Hall. But I think Walton Hall is going to run a big race.
Absolutely. I think to close the race and to close our discussion, you're right. Those numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, and 11 look to be the shortest. Maybe number 6, Brandenburg, I might want to pop in. But yeah, Graham and I are looking for a big effort from Walton Hall. I haven't had a chance to check the betting at time of recording. You do? Roughly what price?
Around 8 to 1.
That's good enough for us. Around 8 to 1, Walton Hall. We'll have a little nibble.
The betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.